Hey guys, so I know a lot of people who are entrepreneurs and freelancers are feeling nervous about what is going on with the coronavirus. I will tell you first and foremost before you watch this video, if you've been feeling like anxious or depressed or really stressed about a lot of the stuff that's going on just on social media alone about coronavirus, this video is going to be different. This video is here to bring some positivity, some hope, a different perspective, and know there is going to be nothing political in this video. So just know that you're safe and that I've got you with a little bit of guidance that will support you over the next few weeks, no matter what is to come. So first and foremost, this is really important. So often we preach or talk about how we're going to be positive. We're going to see the glasses half full. If life gives you lemons, make lemonade, right? Don't stick them in your eyes and burn your eyes. That's crazy. So we're in a scenario where things can be a little bit uncertain. So in this time, what I want you to do is create some certainty for yourself in the things that you can choose and control. For example, even if it feels like everything is a little bit nerve-wracking or you're uncertain of what's going to happen, you can still choose to be positive. You can wake up in a good mood. You can put in your self-care every day. You can learn and grow. And so I want to challenge you to recognize what you can control and what you can't. We can't control what's going to happen with all of this. While there are certain things that we can do to help reduce the impact of the coronavirus, you can mostly control the way that you show up, your attitude, your own health practices, if you're going to continue moving forward in business. And so I'm here to bring a different perspective, and that is that you can choose to be positive and actually filled with joy, even in a season of uncertainty, even in scary seasons. You have that choice, okay? So I just want you to recognize that first and foremost. The second thing I want to share is that anxiety is a total waste of time and space. Anxiety is fear over uncertain things in the future that have not yet happened. It's the fear of something that could happen. But here's the crazy thing. Scientists discovered that if you thought about stubbing your toe, your brain registered pain that was as if you had already stubbed your toe. So if you're having anxiety, if you're imagining the worst case scenario or losing people that you might love to coronavirus, you're already registering the same levels of stress and emotion as though those things had already happened. So anxiety is not helpful in this scenario because you're literally experiencing emotions that may never happen. So I want to challenge you instead to start to call people you love and tell them that you love them. Focus on gratitude, focus on the positive side, focus on love and the things, like I said, that you can control. The third thing that I recommend is to shut off all fear. If the newsfeed on Facebook is bringing you a sense of doom and gloom and fear, and you're seeing the fear mongering and people even having the nerve to promote sales based on fear, shut it off. Turn off your newsfeed for a while. Spend some time off of social media. Feel free to do that. But also, I want to say this is my call to leaders who are allowing fear mongering to be a driving force in your business and your sales and revenue. First and foremost, that's not okay. That needs to stop. Honestly, truth be told, it's in times like this that your real, what you're made of, is brought to light. So if you have been preaching for years that people need to work on their mindset and be positive, and now you're leading with fear and allowing scare tactics to drive revenue for your business, that's not okay, and that's not going to be tolerated. Once this is done, I really hope that your revenue does dry up so that you learn the lesson that that's not an acceptable way to inflate sales. Fear is not an appropriate or sustainable driving factor of business, okay? It's not sustainable and it's not okay. Now, the third thing that I recommend for everyone watching this is that you keep things moving. That doesn't mean you're gonna go out in public and like touch everything, right? Or connect with lots of people, but instead keep things moving. Put content out there. Put some time into creating and developing your lead magnets. Look at your sources of traffic. Look at your analytics. Go out there and start making some connections on social media. Don't be scared to keep the ball moving, but just spending a little more time working on your business versus in your business. Take this extra time with canceled calls, canceled events, canceled meetings, and say, what are those things that I've really been putting off for a while? Let's implement those things now during this time, because it's like a built-in free pass to work on our businesses. Like, let's do it. Now, if you're wondering about how to work from home, or you're like, oh man, we lost this opportunity to do this live event or this retreat, or you're feeling uncertain, let me take a big old sip of water. What I recommend is using tools that allow you to easily work from home. A great one is Slack. Me and my team use Slack regularly to communicate. It's a great way to keep the ball rolling and be able to have different channels for different communication. And this may actually be the start of you using a new communication tool that you absolutely fall in love with. Zoom is a great replacement for in-person meetings. It's not the same, but it's a great way to get everyone into the same room and still have opportunities for conversation. Loom is a great way to explain things that you were going to explain in person. It can record your screen so that you can easily communicate with others. And of course, my favorite is Google Drive. So I recommend Slack, Zoom, Loom, and Google Drive for keeping your business moving during this time. And lastly, what I recommend is taking the time to finally read. I bet you have bought a ton of books. Comment below if you're guilty, if you've bought a ton of books that you haven't read but you've meant to read for a while. And I bet they're sitting there waiting. Take some of this extra time, or this what is it called? Social distancing, to read some of those books, and even better, implement some of them. Implement some of the courses that you took and haven't yet done anything with. Take this time to actually say, you know what, I can do something good with this. Let's implement the things that I've been meaning to do for a while. Maybe it's you finally want to clear out that extra room so that you can build a YouTube studio. Let's do it this weekend, right? So my challenge to you is to find the silver lining in this scenario. If this has been helpful to you, please comment below and let me know what resonates most with you. And if you've enjoyed this is kind of my style. So feel free to subscribe to my channel, like this video, so that you don't miss any of my videos in the future. I will catch you guys in the next video. Oh, and by the way, there are some awesome resources if you're ready to implement some different things, including working from home. They're beneath this video, but remember, it's not based on fear, it's based on positivity. So I will catch you guys later. Bye.